This is lesson 9-2, quadratic functions. Here's how we find the axis of symmetry algebraically. Recall from last lesson that the b value in the quadratic function affects your position of the axis of symmetry. The formula for finding the axis of symmetry algebraically is x equals negative b over 2a. Remember that the axis of symmetry is a line. The value of x also gives us our x-coordinate of the vertex of the parabola. Here's how to graph y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Step 1 is to find your axis of symmetry. Use the formula that you just learned. Next, find the y-coordinate of the vertex by plugging in the value of the axis of symmetry for x. Next, find another 2 points on the same side of the axis of symmetry. Mirror the 2 points on the other side of the axis of symmetry. In other words, reflect them over the line of the axis of symmetry. Then, draw your parabola. Let's do a guided example together. Y equals x squared minus 6x plus 4. Let's first find the axis of symmetry. X is equal to negative b, which is negative 6. Be very careful with that we have a double negative there, over 2 times a, and in this case a is 1. This gives me 6 over 2, which is equal to 3. So my axis of symmetry is x equal to 3. Let's find the y value for x equal to 3. So y equals 3 squared minus 6 times 3 plus 4. So 3 squared is 9. 6 times 3 is 18. 9 minus 18 is negative 9. Plus 4 is negative 5. So my vertex point is now 3, negative 5. So I'm going to mark that on my graph. Now, I need to find 2 other points that are on the same side of the axis of symmetry. I'll find it with 2 and 1. When I plug 2 into the function, 2 squared is 4, minus 6 times 2, which is 12, so 4 minus 12 is negative 8, plus 4 is negative 4. So, I have another point of 2, negative 4. When I plug 1 in, 1 squared is 1, minus 6 times 1, which is 6, that's negative 5, plus 4 is negative 1. So now I have another point of 1, negative 1. Remember, all I did was plug the x value in to get a y value. So now I have 2, negative 4, and 1, negative 1. Now remember, my axis of symmetry is x equals 3. So now I need to reflect this point over x equals 3. This line, if you will, right here. And there's nothing wrong with drawing a dotted line in as your axis of symmetry if need be. So now, in a different color, I'm going to reflect that point over, and I'm going to reflect this point over. And now all I have to do is draw in my curve. Oop, I missed that one point. Make sure you don't miss that point when you're drawing in your parabolas. Okay? And now I want to label it as y equals x squared minus 6x plus 4. Here's an example for you to do on your own. Pause the video at this point to give yourself a chance to do the work. So let's take a look and find the axis of symmetry. So x is going to be equal to negative 4, because 4 is b, over 2 times negative 1. So I have negative 4 over negative 2, which is equal to 2. So my axis of symmetry in this case is x equals 2. Let's find the value of y when x equals 2. Plugging it in, 2 squared is 4. Then attach the negative. So I have a negative 4 plus 4 times 2, which is 8. So 4 minus 2 is 2. So my vertex point will be 2, 2. Now let's find them on the same side. Okay, I'm going to go with 1 and 0. So when I plug 1 in, I get negative 1 plus 4 is 3, minus 2 is 1. So I got 1, 1. Okay. And I got, when I plug in 0, I'm going to get 0, negative 2. So 1, 1, 0, negative 2. Now again, axis of symmetry is x equals 2. Again, totally okay to draw a dashed line in here just so that you have your, and this is only if you need a point of reference. No one's telling you you have to do the dashed line. So now I'm going to do my reflection points. 3, 1, and 4, negative 2. And notice that the graph is going to open up downward on this one. It's going to frown because of the fact that I have a negative value for A. And we have our opening downward parabola. And again, let's make sure we label it. Y equals negative x squared plus 4x minus 2. If you're having any difficulty with this particular lesson, please make sure you consult your teacher in class.